like bridesmaids. And they all think so, don't be talking sideways. He said, you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snaps. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
46.
Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. 26.
They'll try to sweep without him. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll run it here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Green 80. Move.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Looking left side, and it's complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
2nd down, Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A Dallas 1st down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Prescott steps away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happens for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside. It's a lot longer run, and you've got to make sure your angle is right, because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and hurt him out of bounds.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Bunch right. Go left. Switch. Hey, 54, Ricky. Lucy.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Forced out to his left. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
372. Check. 380. Lucy.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
380. Hank. Move. 11B.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk.
Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Awesome.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 53 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it, and I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll give to Elliott, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And now running right through it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Here's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the move to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go. Go right, go right. Lucy. Move.
Now Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Here's Bortles to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lucy. 11B.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Omaha.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Jackson. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half. Now Jones. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
380.
Bortles now on 1st down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
380. Move.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Shakes off the sack. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
380.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, here's Bortles. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Cooper was the target there. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Escaping the pressure right. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Miles Jack able to get in there and drop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
46.
Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick the field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set.
Go right. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Niles Paul, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here go 46. 46.
He's going to get it running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
It's one of them ones, man. Just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself.